One way to think about mudras is that there in Switzerland we have that particle accelerator, right? And they want to, I think it costs $4 billion, and they want to find this hidden reality. What happens when you smash these atoms together, and then you're going to find what is the essence of matter, what really makes the universe. So that's one way. And then mudras would be a kind of a particle accelerator, but it's an internal process. So from the yoga perspective, it just recently science has acknowledged that 95% of the universe is unseen. So mudras are ways of connecting with that unseen reality, that 95%. So we can look at them as antennas, as particle accelerators, as a vehicle for connecting with that unseen reality. And then that unseen reality is outside, it's also us. And from the yoga perspective, it's comprised of qualities. And every mudra represents one of those qualities. It's a way of getting in touch with one of those qualities. And the names of the mudras tell us the quality that we're getting in touch with. For example, if I want to get in touch with the quality of safety and security, I'm going to use this Adi mudra. So Adi means primordial, but it refers to safety and security, and I can just set that down on my thighs. So it's just the hands and fists with the thumbs inside. And so I'm going into that unseen reality, that hidden reality. And I'm connecting with one of its facets. And then this stability, this security, it forms the basis of all material things. In a certain way, these subtle qualities bring the material world into being from the yoga perspective. So we sense that security, that stability, that grounding, and related to the name of the mudra, Adi, primordial. And let that feeling of stability permeate your entire being. So it's outside and it's inside, and ultimately, outside is inside and inside is outside. We are the universe that we are, and all of it characterized by this stability, security that we've gotten in touch with through this gesture. And release. So every gesture, when we put all of the gestures together, like the 108 gestures from our book, Mudras for Healing and Transformation, then we're creating a portrait of the universe. Every gesture gives us one more piece of the puzzle. So for example, let's take another gesture. Let's take this lotus. So the palms of the hands are together, and then the fingers are unfolding. And then I sense that quality of the universe as transformation, as unfolding. And within my own being, I can sense that my purpose and meaning is this unfolding. And the name of the gesture is Padma, the lotus. And so it's the unfolding of this lotus. And this inner lotus is a reflection of the intention of the universe for the transformation, for the evolution, for the unfolding of all things. And I allow that to permeate my entire being. I can even support this process with a mantra. So I can take the word for this unfolding, for this transformation, parinama, and I can put it in the form of a mantra. Om Parinama Devaya Namo. May I experience, may I align with this unfolding, with this inner transformation as my life's purpose and meaning. And the name of the gesture, Padma. It's a symbol for that process. And I allow myself to experience that unfolding fully and completely. So as I practice the gestures, I'm in a certain way putting a big jigsaw puzzle together. All of these different facets of the unseen universe. And the question is, who'll get there first, me or CERN in Switzerland? And I have a lower budget, but I believe that I'll get there first. Because we're getting directly in touch with these qualities. Because the scientific approach is useful. And in a couple of 100 years, it might catch up with yoga. But what happens is they're starting at the material, and they haven't recognized that this 95%, the unseen, actually creates the 5%, creates the material realm. So that by getting in touch with all of these unseen qualities, we're actually going to be able to experience the whole of the universe immediately. And what is the whole of the universe? Patanjali says that what underlies this whole of creation is this unseen essence. And what is this unseen essence? This unseen essence is God. And so through these gestures, we're actually attuning to God's different emotions, the different facets of God. And then we can bring them all together. For example, this unseen essence with a gesture like this one, mandala mudra. So mandala, it means a circle, literally means a circle. The left hand is underneath. I'm making a circle with my hands, and just as full as possible. And even after I close my eyes, I allow that circle to widen. I sense a globe within it. And this mandala mudra, which means a circle, it's the circle formed by my hands. It's the perfect circle of wholeness of our true being. It's the perfect wholeness of the universe, not that it's circular in shape, but it's that it's perfect by its own divine. Perfect within its own definition. And as we attune to that wholeness, we sense the wholeness of our own being. We sense the wholeness of all of creation, of the entire universe. And we sense that wholeness as divinity. Whatever name you choose to give it, the unseen particles, the divine, the source energy. We are that wholeness. It is us. It brings us into being and our purpose and meaning to reflect and manifest that wholeness for ourselves and for all beings. And that wholeness is called Purnatvam, that essence of reality, that essence of creation, a reflection of the divine. Om Purnatvam Devaya Namo. Om Purnatvam Devaya Namo. Om Purnatvam Devaya Namo. Allowing that wholeness to permeate your entire being. And releasing the gesture. So as we go practicing our mudras regularly, attuning to all these facets of reality, which are also facets of ourselves, we gain this perception of who we are, what the world is, why I'm here, what's my purpose, and who is the Creator, and what's my relationship with the Creator. We begin to put all those pieces together by practicing all the different facets of this divine energy through all of these different mudras. And of course, as we attune to this divine energy, it's not only spiritual healing that we receive, because we are that divine energy, and as we integrate it, it also heals all the different aspects of our body. So as we attune to these hidden areas, they're not just metaphysical, they're also physical. For example, we can take a gesture like this. We can place the hands in fists, and then we can put the thumbs inside, extend the little fingers, press the little fingers together, and hold that down in our lap. And then feel the low back breathing. So that subtle energy we bring into the physical body. We understand that the physical body, in the form of the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, and space, is actually created by subtle elements. And as this gesture directs breath and energy into our low back, we can experience those subtle elements. We can experience the solidity of the earth element, creating firmness in the low back, in the muscles, in the spine. We can experience the hydration of the water element, nourishing the discs. We can experience the radiant warmth of the fire element, creating a sense of warmth and healing throughout the entire low back. We can experience the spaciousness and harmony of the air element, creating space in our low back. And then in terms of the space element, we can acknowledge that by attuning to these deeper levels of reality, 95% of creation, that if I can attune to the 95%, sense that as a field of healing, and bring that healing into my low back, then I can be healed at all levels of being. So by practicing the mudras, I'll be healed at physical, psycho-emotional, and spiritual levels. So this is the basis of the practice of mudras. And we affirm that by chanting the sound of Om. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Thank you for visiting.